Guys, so welcome back to Bama Gurl Cafe. Happy holidays. I know this video is going to go up a little late, but I wanted to do a mukbang. So the first thing we're going to start out talking about doing this mukbang is the food, okay? So I went to Wingstop here in Manhattan. So here in Manhattan, Kansas, they finally put a Wingstop. We just had Buffalo Wild Wing, and I'm not really crazy about Buffalo Wild Wing here in Manhattan. For one, the service sucks. The manager is very rude. I had a very bad encounter with him, so I hadn't had no good chicken wings until Wingstop came in here. So if you are located in Manhattan, Kansas, or in Junction City, then please stop by and support the local Wingstop. This video is not sponsored. I paid for this food with my own money. However, I used to go to Wingstop all the time when I was living in North Carolina, and I am freaking addicted to their wings and their tenders. So let me show you guys what we got. So I have 5 lemon pepper rings, and then I have the buffalo wings that are wet, that are dipped. I have some fries, and they have like this sweet, salty, peppery taste. They are like the bomb, and then they give you a thing of ranch. And the ranch is good. It's not watered down. It's really tasty. It's the bomb. I'm about to like bang it out for real. Another thing I wanted to talk to you guys about was holiday grief. As y'all can see, the holidays are here. I have my Christmas tree up. It is red and gold, and yeah, I'm loving that. But this really what I wanted to talk about in this video was how to deal with holiday grief. And it's not easy, guys. I'm gonna start eating while we talk, while we chat it up. So holiday grief is very, very real, and it's very real for me because it's something I've dealt with since the age of about, damn, these fries good. Something I've been dealing with since the age of 13, okay. So I'm going to give you guys a little bit of backstory and bring you guys up to date. I know I told you guys in the last mukbang that my mother died when I was 12 years old. And it was really dramatic for me because my mother got sick. Well, she had been sick for a while. But the last year of her life, she was very sick, and it was definitely around the holidays. And it started, her health really started to like decline around Thanksgiving. And the day after Christmas, December the 26th, 1996, my mom went in the hospital. She never came home again. She died in the hospital mid-January. Yeah. So that Thanksgiving and that Christmas was very unusual for how my mother would do the holidays. She was very into Christmas and Thanksgiving. And that last Thanksgiving, my mom didn't cook. She didn't leave the house. She didn't get out of bed. She was just not herself. And then her illness progressed. And by the time Christmas came, she was just really, really bad. So the day after Christmas, she went into the hospital. And that Christmas was really rough for me because we always had a Christmas tree. That year we didn't have a Christmas tree. We had just moved into a house. My mom had just moved into a house because at that time I was living with my grandparents, but I had moved back to stay with my mom because she was sick. I didn't know what was going on. And there was no Christmas tree. She didn't cook. We didn't get any gifts. My baby sister got a few gifts, but it just wasn't like my mom. She didn't do any Christmas shopping or anything. And all we had were like lights. So we decorated the fireplace just so that my sister would see some lights that morning when she woke up on Christmas. But so that really shaped how I felt about Christmas and Thanksgiving. For a long time, I really wasn't into Christmas and Thanksgiving. Mm. Because of what happened, it was just so dramatic, you know. So I'm trying split second break, okay. And I'm eating the lemon pepper wings, and they are tasty. Like, I don't even need the ranch for these. Like, they are so tasty. Mm. Mm, mm, mm. I digress, guys. So, what happened was, let me turn my little heater thing off. So, what happened was, she died January 1997. So she made it to Christmas and New Year's and she died. And for a long time, the holidays were really rough for me. Until I was about, I want to say about 15. And then I kind of got back into celebrating the holidays. And then shortly after that, that summer, before I went into the 10th grade, my grandmother passed. And it was really hard that Christmas because I was still grieving my mother's loss, even though it had happened in 97. And then my grandmother was gone, who was my other favorite girl. So it really just traumatized me for the holidays. Not only that, my grandmother's birthday is October the 13th and mine is the 19th. So we usually celebrate our birthdays together. So for a long time, I didn't really care about birthdays. I didn't really think anything about birthdays. I definitely didn't really celebrate my own. And my family wasn't trying to celebrate my birthday either. That's a whole nother mukbang, y'all. But basically, I just kind of stopped and I saw how it hurt my grandfather's feelings. That I wasn't, you know, over the years that I didn't get into the holiday spirit. When he talked to me about how my mom and my grandmother would not like that. And it kind of changed my thought on the holidays. And I was back into the holidays. But I still grieved a lot around the holidays because, and now I still do. And it's been almost, it'll be 20 years this year. It's been, yeah. It'll be 20 years this January that my mom's been dead. So, around mid-Thanksgiving, I really have to be aware of what I'm doing and what I have going on so that I don't slide into depression or I don't get sad or, you know, have those moments. So it's really hard still now. And I deal with it the best way I can. But, so I started back celebrating the holidays. And I got older. I graduated, left home, went to North Carolina to live with my biological father and his wife. I traveled. I did a couple things, and then I returned back to Mobile. Right at my 20th birthday, right before my 20th birthday, I went back home to Mobile because my grandfather told me he wanted me to come home. And we had a good year. That year was a really good year. And then he started getting sick. The story of my life, right? And we made it through the holidays. We celebrated his birthday. Boom. Summer comes around. That July, he died. So now I'm left. I'm grieving my grandfather. I'm still not quite over my grandmother. And I'm not over my mom. Not to mention all the other ankle issues that I had. And here comes the holiday. Y'all, pardon my language, I hope nobody, like, you know, it strikes me on YouTube. I was fucked up in the head. I was gone. Like, I couldn't believe how things had worked out. Like, to lose all three of them. And then the holidays would come around. It was rough. It was really rough. So, now I'm going to be trying the buffalo chicken tender. And they basically toss these in buffalo sauce. I'm going to dip it in some ranch. Yo, this is banging from the left to the right. Alright, Wingstop. Y'all did y'all thing. I'll be back tomorrow. Or maybe not tomorrow, but I'll be back. Stop. Stop. Okay, so my grandfather died. That's 2005. It was either 2005, 2006. But he died. And when the holidays rolled around, I tried to be as normal as possible. We celebrated Christmas at my grandparents' house. That was the last Christmas we had in that house with the whole family. And then after that, I kind of just gave up on the holidays. And every year after that, it got better. But for the first couple of years, it was really bad. And around that time, I met this guy. He was actually, don't judge me, he was actually, the relationship was really different. He was Caucasian, I was black. I'm Christian, he's Islamic. Very awkward relationship, but it worked for both of us. And believe it or not, we had some good times together. He taught me a lot of things because at the time my grandfather died, I really wasn't on good terms with my family. I'll just say my family wasn't on good terms with me. And when my grandfather died, I was still fairly young. I didn't even know how to pay a bill, y'all. It was so bad. I did not know how to pay a bill. I had no idea how to budget money because my grandfather had basically taken care of me when, since before my mom died. I had been living with my grandparents, but I had just never been on my own. And I met him that November after my grandfather died. And he was a little shocked that, you know, most Americans, well, he was European too, but he had come to the United States. Hey guys, sorry. I had to remove some files from my phone because I had no more recording space. But as I was saying, I met this guy and we ran our relationship for a very long time. And he questioned me why I didn't celebrate the holidays. And once I explained it to him, he basically told me in his religion that we don't stop doing our holiday traditions or celebrating significant moments in our lives because our loved ones pass on, and that we should continue to celebrate those things and celebrate their memories. And the best way to honor your loved ones who've passed on into the next life was to honor them through the traditions that you guys did together. And even though he was Muslim, when Thanksgiving came around, he tried to help me cook. Oh, he was the worst cook in the world. But he helped me cook, you know, Thanksgiving. A day after Thanksgiving, because he was like, you're going to cook Thanksgiving dinner. And then for Christmas, he helped me and my sister, like, set up a little tree. And he helped us put ornaments on the tree. And he basically helped me to learn how to deal with my holiday grief, because he told me, you know, go out and do the things you would have did if they were here. And basically that helped a lot. But it was just really dramatic for me, and I think the thing that scarred me the most was that my mom, the last memories I have of her are during the holidays and her being sick. And it was hard for me. Like, I would catch anxiety on New Year's like New Year's Eve, New Year's Day for a long time. Because I always had this thing in my head, the New Year brings bad luck. People die. Because my mom made it to the New Year, and halfway through January she died. So it really scarred me. So basically what I do during the holidays to deal with my grief is I try to do things that I feel like keeps their memory alive. So for my mom, I do a lot of baking and cooking. And that's kind of representative of my grandmother too. For my grandfather, I usually buy a lot of fruit. And I'll explain it to you guys. I usually buy like a lot of fruit, and I keep chocolate and peppermint in the house. Now, my grandfather told us when he was growing up that they were kind of poor. They grew up on a farm. So during the holidays, and this may be with your grandparents too, they got fruit and chocolate and peppermint, and that was usually their Christmas gifts, because fruit was very expensive and candy was too, and chocolate and peppermint. So my grandfather would buy these huge cases of apples and oranges and he would give it to us for Christmas. He'd get like these bags. I know one year in particular, he got these bags from the church. And he filled them with fruit and peppermint and chocolate and some cash, y'all. And that's what he would give us for Christmas when we were little. I'm talking about some of those, the gala apples, like the really big, huge ones. Oranges, big, huge oranges. You go to the farmer's market and buy them by the case. And that's what he would give us. So, I always keep lots of chocolate and peppermint and fruit in the house during the holidays. I try not to go a year without putting up a Christmas tree. Because my grandmother and my grandfather, they had a huge Christmas tree in the house every year. With lots of ornaments. And it was always decorated very immaculate. So that's why I'm doing this video in front of the tree. And my tree is red and gold this year. But, I cook a lot. And I try to have as many people over as possible during the holidays, because that's how my grandparents' house was. Everybody was there. Everybody was at Shirley and Thomas' house in the blue room. And the blue room was basically like the dining room and the den where everybody would congregate and have food, drink, play cards or whatever. But, yeah, the holidays is rough for me. As I've gotten older and I understand how life works, I'm a lot happier during the holidays, but I have my moments where I get really sad and depressed. But I work through it. So if you are watching this video and you are dealing with holiday grief, I'm going to tell you some ways that you can basically deal with it. One is to not try and hide the grief. Talk about it. Talk about it. Get it out. Deal with it. Try to do things that you would have done with your loved ones. Don't try to alter your holidays because you don't want to do it because it makes you remind them of them. Because no matter what you do, you're still going to always be reminded of them if you love them and you had a really good relationship. So do the things that you did with them when they were alive during the holidays. And share it with your loved ones. And say, well, this is where I got this from. It helps. It's good memories. You want to keep the good memories alive. 2, if you're suffering from grief during the holidays and it's been going on for years, you may want to seek a grief counselor. And I would recommend this for anybody. If you have grieving to the point where it has paralyzed your life, and it has been that dramatic, please, I beg you to seek grief counseling. Number 3, don't shut down during the holidays and not live your life, because their loved ones here on earth with you, and they need you, and they need to see you. They need to see you functioning at your full self at 100% capacity during the holidays. You don't want to be the person who drags the family down or everybody around you. Now, if you are friends or you do have a loved one who is grieving during the holidays, you definitely need to be sensitive about it. And sometimes the best thing you can do is listen. Listen and not talk. Because when people are grieving and they're hurting, they need you to listen. They don't need to hear you talk about, well, oh, it's been 5 or 10 years and you should get over it. Because some people never get over it. I haven't gotten over it completely. And it's been almost 20 years since my mom died. I was 12 years old. I still think about it. I'm 32 now. So, you're always going to have those memories. You're going to always feel sad at some point. But you just need to remember to push through it. Pray. And try to do things that will help you remember them in a good way during the holidays. So yeah, that's not how to deal with my holiday grief. And this year, y'all, I'm actually doing pretty good. It hasn't been as rough this year. But I've also been working on a lot of things and coming to terms with a lot of things in my life too. So I guess that's why it's a lot easier to deal with this year. So I wanted to update you guys too. Chicken wing break. My sister in Virginia. She has a new apartment. They found asbestos in her apartment. The old one that got flooded from the hurricane. And I gotta get all the meat off the bone, y'all, so don't judge me. So because of the asbestos, none of the people were able to move back into the apartments, and they're gonna have to tear them all down. So she got a new apartment. That is so good. And basically right now, she got her a little air mattress and a TV. I'm actually going to order her some things like pots and pans and stuff off Amazon tomorrow. Other than that, she's doing fine. The insurance company didn't cover anything. FEMA she did everything with FEMA. She doesn't know if they're going to help her or not. They're basically saying that because they can't see the apartment or the damage because everything is hazardous, that they don't know what they can and cannot cover. So that's being reviewed. And that's pretty much it. Other than that, she's doing fine. So I have been working to get more videos up. I try to get them up on Saturday. Sometimes it doesn't work. Like tonight, this one is probably going to go up late in the morning. Sunday morning, but it'll be up. But I really wanted to do a mukbang for you guys. Also, don't forget about the giveaway on the Light It Up Smashbox video. It's open to December 5th. And it's a Sephora giveaway for $25. This is so good, y'all. I feel like Miss Pickin'. I don't usually eat with my hands unless I mean like hamburger or something. And I'm usually very proper, but tonight it's just not happening. I got greasy chicken lips. Y'all like my homemade lip gloss. And cherry coke. Oh my god. Like, this food is so good. Okay, so let me break down what I got. They have meals. So you can get the, I think it's a 5 or 10, 15-piece meal or something. And it comes with a drink and a Coke. And then they have the chicken tenders, which is 3, 5, and 7, I think. Something like that. And it comes with a drink and a fries. So I got the chicken tender, the 3 tenders, and the buffalo sauce. And then I added 5 wings, $4. And y'all, this food is banging. The food is it's really good, y'all. Like, it's better than Buffalo Wild Wings. I'm having a fat girl moment. So if there is a Wingstop near you, I'm definitely going to recommend them. A 10 out of 10, they get a 15. Because the chicken wings are good. The chicken tenders are juicy. They're not dry. I don't know what they got on these fries, but they like crack. And I usually don't even finish my fries when I order them. These fries right here, they ain't gonna last. Oh, Jesus. So, yeah, this Wingstop, you can call in your order. They don't do delivery, but you can call in your order or you can do your order online. Like I said, it's not downtown, it's in Aggieville in Manhattan. So if you watch this video and you live in the Manhattan, Kansas area, then definitely give this Wingstop a shout out. I think I have a few subscribers who are local. But yeah, this is banging. So let me tell y'all, okay. The reason I'm going to give this place good ratings, the food was good. It was hot. It was still hot when I got it home. They have good containers. That's a plus because it's cold as crap here. The customer service was on point. If you're a military, they do give a military discount. They give you sauce if you need extra sauce. They give you ranch. And they have a cool drink machine. One of the drink machines that give you multiple choices. So, like, I had, like, Coke, cherry Coke. So, yeah. The place is good. It's new. The inside of it was clean. It was really clean because some places in Aggieville are not that clean. And the service is not that friendly. So, definitely hop into this Wingstop and get you some wings. Because I'm just too done with myself. Like, I'm in food heaven. This shit is good, y'all. So, yeah. And the manager, he was very nice. He was walking around talking to the customers, asking them if they needed help, if they needed anything. When you walk in the door, they greet you with a smile. And they ask you if you are a wing, a bone-in or bone-out person. So, they tell you about all the specials. They were really good. You know, if you have never eaten that before, when you go in, they got to make sure you leave with what you want. This was delicious. It was. Suck the bone good, y'all. Suck the bone good. Yeah. So. Y'all, I'm sad. I got one wing left. And one tender left. What has the world come to? I've eaten 4 wings and 3 tenders and a batch of fries. Lunch dressing. And I know I probably shouldn't be eating this. But yo, this shit is good. I could do a video dance. I'm so ratchet sometimes, y'all. Usually, well, this is my second mukbang, but the next mukbang, I'm going to be cute. Because the last one, I was looking crazy, too. But hey, I like it. So, yeah. What else has been going on in my life? Well, you guys know I've been getting up more videos lately. The last time I checked my subscriber count, I was at 243. So in the last month and a half, I've picked up 150 some subscribers. And I just want to say thank you guys all for tuning in. My old subbers, my new ones. God bless you all. Let's try to get through the holidays and spread lots of love and joy. Remember that grieving your loved ones, it's going to be a lot harder to do during the holidays. And you can get through it, and you will get through it. Do whatever you need to. If you want to meditate, if you want to pray, do those things. Like I said, get out and do things that will help you remember them, things that you guys used to do together. You can make, there's so many things you can do. You can make a donation to a family in their honor. You know, you can plant, well, you can't plant flowers, but you can buy plants, holiday plants for each family member. Like sometimes I buy plants. I'll buy poinsettias for each one of my family members and representative of their life. So sometimes I'll have 3 poinsettias in the house. You can do stuff like that. There's so many things you can do to honor their memories that will help you to beat the holiday depression and to deal with the grief. The thing is, you cannot get around grief. You kind of have to go through it and let it take its course. Some people, they can grieve and they're done in 3 months. Some people take 5. Some people take a year. Some people never get over the loss of a loved one. And it's especially hard this time of year. And I understand that more than most. So just be aware. This is also a very a high suicide time for people who are dealing with grief of loss of a loved one, especially if they're on their own or they're separated from family. So you have to take that into account, and you have to be aware of how you treat them. Yeah. And just, you know, get through it the best way you can. But if you have somebody who's struggling with it, be supportive as possible. Don't make them feel like they're harping or they need to move on. Because I hear people say, oh, they've been dead for a long time. You need to move on. That's a pity party. No, it's not a pity party. And your feelings are real. And I'm validating your feelings if nobody else validates your feelings about how they grieve. Because I know that even after all these years, it still hurts a lot. And I don't consider myself to still be in the grieving process. So, yeah, just respect their feelings. And if you are the person who's grieving and you find it really hard, maybe you should go talk to somebody and pray about it. I believe in the combination of prayer, meditation, and seeking counseling. If it is crippling to you, then please get help, because those things will help you get through the holidays, and it'll give you some tools you can use when the holidays are not around on how to deal with it. So with that being said, guys, this video is really long. I love you all. I'll see you back here in a couple days. Remember, food is love. Take care. This mukbang was so delicious. Like I said, this video was not sponsored by Wingstop, but I just wanted to give them a shout out. Their food is delicious. If you are in the Manhattan area, please stop in and check them out. I love you guys, and I will see you guys back here later this week with another video. Smooch ass.